What's up? What's up? Welcome to day 2 of the Sales Email Summit. Let's get it on. First, you got to know this summit was sponsored by ListGadget. ListGadget.com is basically just a bunch of gadgets to make your emails more fun. Okay, so you create the gadget, you create the email poll, the feedback reaction, the subscriber leaderboard. We even have an email referral program, and you just literally copy and paste the code into your email. And guess what? Your email is more engaged, higher open rates, higher click rates. I am the co-founder, co-owner of ListGadget, actually. And it's just $9. Basically, you create the gadget, copy the code, paste it, right? Just $9. Here's me and Pete. We created this together. I love email and I love $9. So yeah, check it out. ListGadget.com. Speaking of $9, what's up? What's up? Tell me in the comments. How you doing? What the heck? Say hello. Why can't I see this? Can you guys see how terrible that looks? Let's change this background. Hey, that's better. Hey, Lydia. I'm so glad to see you. Let me move myself over. Let's do this number over here. Tell me how you've been. Tell me what sessions you're enjoying. Welcome. Come on in. The water is fine. So I think one that's really, really good right now that you guys should listen to is Cheryl Rarick. So you guys know how to get to the Sales Email Summit, right? You can go on your podcast app, okay? And you just click email sound booth. You can search for email sound booth and they're all right there. Cheryl Rarick's is really good. And I bring hers up today because I'm going to show you guys how I launched email marketing membership. If you're new to me, what's up? I'm Liz Wilcox. I am kind of really well known around the internet for creating, I'm not going to say the first, but one of the first, it might have been the first $9 membership, like for internet business. Obviously it wasn't the first $9 membership ever, but it might have been the first like in my industry. I've got over 4,000 members, and today we're going to talk about how I launched it, what sales emails, because this is the Sales Email Summit, what sales emails I launched it with. And so I use a lot of Loom videos in these emails I'm going to show you. Cheryl talks about, instead of using Loom, using Voxer. So check hers out. Yes, you can find it on YouTube as well if you're already watching on YouTube. So obviously not right now, but you can click over to the tab that says playlist and you can listen over there as well. Katie says Sarah's from yesterday was great. Yes, tell me who you're loving. Dina, new to EMM. Yes, this is going to be so fun today. I love that you guys are following on YouTube because can I be honest? I'm trying to get monetized on YouTube, y'all. I need 4,000 watch hours and I've got like 2,300 or something. I would love to get monetized before October. That's kind of my goal. That was like a year. I said Voxer, V as in victory. It's an app that I use. Did I say Voxer? It's an app that I use. And I literally recorded all of these. You can see like there's April, Cheryl. I mean, it's so blurry, but you can kind of see it. I recorded all of this. That's why the audio quality is not like, right? I just wanted to get it done. And I just wanted you guys to have the good content. So again, give me a thumbs up. There's 40 something of y'all. I only see 7 thumbs up. Thumb it up. Thumb it up. I need a shirt that says thumb it up. Anyway, I want to know what you guys are loving about the event. I need feedback. So I know, like, if it sucked, I won't do it again. You know, if you guys liked it, we'll do it again. I'm the type of person, if y'all are new to me, also put new if you're like new to Liz Wilcox. So if y'all are new to me, I only play a semi-pro. I'm actually consider myself pretty professional. But I plan out my entire year. And so this year, last December, I told Patricia we're going to do 2 summits, one on list building and one on sales emails. And we mapped out, she came up to my house. Patricia's my sister, if you don't know. Oh, I'm seeing some new people. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Victoria. This is so super cool. She came up to my house and we mapped out the entire year. And let me tell you, I told this in a podcast. I do a lot of podcast interviews, and I said this in a podcast interview. Like, I don't identify as a neurodivergent, but if you do, and you're thinking like, oh my gosh, this is way too much, it honestly provides a container. And I think it could help neurodivergent people because it provides me a container. It's like, again, I know when I can say yes and when I can say no. So, if you're the type of person, however you identify as like, oh, I'm easily distracted. Sometimes I'm doing this, sometimes I'm doing that. Like if you can map out the major projects for the year, it really, for me, curbs my, oh yeah, sure, I'll do that. When opportunities come my way, oh yeah, sure. And obviously, look, there's lots of wiggle room. So, if Suze emailed me and said, hey, can you be in my summit? Okay, yeah, I've got some wiggle room. I could do that, right? But it just makes sure all the green, y'all, is money. These are launches in the green, okay? Anyway, I'm going way off here. Hey, Marcel. So Marcel is like a brain specialist. Y'all need to go follow her. She's awesome. Hey, Suze does biz communications. Y'all should check her out. New. Oh my God, I love you guys. I'm so excited. Tammy, what is up? Okay, let's get into oh my gosh, the Belinda Weaver is here. I'm shooketh. Y'all, if you need copywriting help, if you want to learn how to be a better writer, you NEED need Belinda Weaver. Wow, now I'm nervous. Belinda's a big deal to me. She's so cool and so smart. So y'all check her out. Yes, Kat, it really helps me reduce the stress of decision making because it's Patricia and we have a lot in the last half of the year is really, really busy. And so Patricia and I were trying to mark some things down, and it's like, okay, well, we have this day or this day to do it. It's like, oh wait, nope, we already said we were going to promote this. So it's like this one day. And it really reduces the stress because it's just a simple yes or no because the calendar dictates. Okay. Oh my gosh, LOL, how funny. I didn't even know Suze was doing a summit. All right, so let's get into it. Today, I'm so excited. So if you're new to me or, if you haven't been paying attention because I'm not the center of your universe, what I'm really known for is my $9 a month email marketing membership. EMM, as it's so lovingly called. Put EMM in the chat if you're a member. EMM, other than my daughter and my sister, of course, is the love of my life. Okay. My membership has been around. I launched it, and I'm going to show you the email that is now kind of infamous. That launched my membership on February 16th, 2021. So I'm going to show you 30 days of emails. I launched it with the goal of having 100 people in the membership in 30 days. And I'm going to show you how we got that done. Look at all these beautiful people. Oh my gosh, Belinda, I don't know if I knew you were in my membership. Awesome. Oh my gosh, I love y'all so much. See, I seriously, like, if you could find a signature offer that you are madly in love with, like you're having a love affair with, is that too much? You will succeed. Like, I just effing love my membership to death. And I want to show you how I launched it. And I want to show you, right now, let me move. I'm going off script. So right now we're hovering at about 4,000 members. And my goal is 10,000. So email marketing membership roadmap or road to 10K. Okay. And so I want to just show you, that's a huge goal. That's a goal that I've had for a few years now. It's a goal that, to be honest with you right now, I wouldn't say it's stagnant, but it grows a little more slowly. But if you're new to me and you don't know me, I was on this little show called Survivor, and that kind of really derailed my progress for this. And so I'm getting back at it, and I'm loving it, and hopefully the people are loving it as well. Oh my gosh, Wendy is one of the original members, so I got to give her a shout out. So I just want to show you humble beginnings to now, over 4,000 members, which even though my goal is 10,000, 4,000 still blows my ever loving mind. So I'm really very, very excited about this today. All right. So let me set the scene for you, because this is one of my favorite stories to tell. Beth is here. Yay. Okay. So this is my priority to get my membership going. So Lydia, I think you said your name was, this is going to be a perfect story for you. Now, y'all, when I first started in this online game almost 10 years ago, I was an RV travel blogger. So B2C, business to consumer. It's all H2H, baby. It's all human to human, just so you know. And then I went from the travel blog, I sold that blog, and I went into email marketing. Now, I always wanted to, the same as my travel blog, where I sold digital products, I made money from courses, books, etc. I knew I wanted lizwilcox.com. I knew I wanted, this new email marketing brand to be that as well. But I also knew that I needed money. And so I started as a copywriter. So you can hire me. So I'm turning my phone on, do not disturb. You can hire me to write your sales emails for you, because I needed money. Okay. And so that provided me, quite a bit of income. I was charging right off the bat, my very first day rate, you hire me for a day, was $1,000. I did one at $1,000. I very quickly upped it to $2,500 for the day. I did projects anywhere from $7,000 to $10,000 a piece. I was making money, okay? But I also, and this is very important, and I want you to really think about your why. Why is it so important to Lydia that she get her membership going? Why is it so important for you to learn sales emails? Okay. You got to be rooted. So fast forward about a year, a little over a year of having lizwilcox.com, being the email marketing lady, or trying to, turn myself into the email marketing lady. Remember, I didn't want to be a copywriter forever. I wanted to do this. Hang out on YouTube with you guys, have a membership, do workshops. I wanted to be an email thought leader, so to speak. So I'm building my email list from day one, because that's what you do, right? Right. And I had just signed, it was February 2021. So we're deep into the pandemic, right? I just signed $20,000 worth of work. That was like 2 or 3 projects. $20,000. Wow. Give it a thumbs up for that. That was more money than I could have ever dreamed. Somebody put money in the chat. Type money. Let's manifest some money together. And I should have been so happy. I should have been effing ecstatic. At the time, my sister was living with me. She was trying to get on her feet. I hope she doesn't mind me telling that. I had just recently divorced, so I'm trying to get on my feet, right? And, I have a kid. I support my mom financially. There's a lot going on. So $20,000 should have been, oh my gosh, I can breathe. It wasn't. It felt like so much pressure. And say it's a money mindset issue or whatever, but when somebody gives me, even 3 people give me $20,000, I feel the need, and I think it's a proper pressure to, stand up and deliver. Shout out 90s movies, right? And so I felt like, wow, now, like, okay, my bills are going to be paid. That's like 4 months worth of money that, I don't have to worry about money for 4 months. But now I have to worry about $20,000 worth of work. Ugh. I just told you I'm a newly single mom. I just told you I'm trying to help my sister. I'm trying not to be a POS mom either, right? $20,000 worth of work. Even though I was pricing high, I felt like that was still a lot of work. You know what I mean? Like, I got to put my kid on the bus. Sure, my sister's there. She helped me so much. I owe her my entire life. But, I still wanted to be a present parent, right? And so put in the chat relatable if that makes sense to you. Like, you've made money, but it just felt like so much responsibility. It felt like I might as well go get a job, a 9 to 5. At least then I can clock out. And so I always knew I didn't want to take clients forever. So I'm sitting there with that $20,000 in contracts. Bills are paid, but I'm feeling the pressure of that. And then it's Tuesday, and Tuesday is the day that I write my newsletter. And so at the time, I think I had about 800 folks on my email list. Yep, I just confirmed that. And I'm like, what the hell do I write these people today? Right? The age-old question. Sure, Liz, you tell me to write a newsletter. What do I say? Right? What do I say? What do I say? I could have bragged, oh, I just made $20,000. Follow me. I'll teach you how to do it, right? But that felt disingenuous. That felt like I was building an email list full of beginners, full of people who wanted to know, Liz, how did you sell products and courses and stuff like that over on your RV blog? Like, what is your strategy, right? And I had this idea previously, and I kind of, packed it somewhere in the back of my brain, and I thought 800 people on the email list. And the email list at this time was about 14 months old. So it took me 14 months. I still didn't even have 1,000 subscribers. That's another hashtag relatable, right? And I just thought, you know what, Liz? If you're trying to get away from the client work, from that feast or famine, you have to do something. Think about who's on your email list. It's those beginners. It's those people who, just like you right now, are like, what the heck do I write to my email list every week? Because I know, we're doing the sales email summit, right? Hello, sales emails. I know, and I'm going to say this. You can write the best sales email. You can have the Belinda Weaver write your sales campaign. But if you're not nurturing your email list with newsletters, it's not going to perform no matter who writes it, right? It's going to be dismal results. Okay. I know that the newsletters are laying those foundational bricks for your potential customers to actually buy from you. And so I thought, well, why can't I create a membership like that? A lot of other copywriters are selling sales, right? Sales is how you make money. I can charge for that. No one at the time, people do it now, no one at the time was charging for newsletters. So I'm mentioning this because it's a gap in the market, okay? I'm not just coming up with this idea because I think it's a good idea. I know I've studied my market. I know my people. I know what they really need is some newsletter help, some nurturing help. But I also know a lot of my fellow copywriters don't sell that. I didn't know anyone at the time. I could be wrong. There could be people. I don't know everyone. I'm one person. And so I thought, why don't I create something that's super low cost? Let's say $9. It's got to be under $10. In my head, it had to be under $10. And I'll write the emails for you. It's going to be fill in the blank. That would be a good idea. And I think I can get people to give me $9. You know, it's not, I can't get these people to give me $20,000. These are not the people that I'm signing contracts with, right? But these are the people that, just like me, when I was starting out, don't have, you know, maybe they have a clue, but they're, you know, it's like that thing in front of the car dealership. They're kind of like floating around. They're like, I don't know, maybe I'll touch the ground, maybe I won't. That's their email strategy, right? Put email in the chat if that's your email strategy. Or put guilty, right? But I know I have a framework. I know how to get people so excited on my email list that when I actually go to do the sales emails that we're talking about this week, they will buy. Okay? So let's look at this first email. So that's, I'm setting the stage, right? So let's look at this first email. Can I have $9? Let me zoom in for y'all. Can you see that better? Look at the title. Super short. Somebody's talking about length of newsletter. Don't stress, baby. If you joined my membership, I'll write the newsletter for you. Sometimes long, sometimes short. So, can I have $9? Very bold subject line. But I was very serious about this. And before I read it to you, at $9 a month, remember at the time my VIP day, so you booked me for one day, it was $2,000. A couple months later, I raised it to $2,500. So I thought $9 times 100, that's $900. That's almost half of my day rate. If I could replace almost half of my day rate income in 30 days, this idea is validated and I'm going to keep moving. Okay? And so I want to show you that this email, it's not very strategic. It's a little longer than what emails I normally write, especially nowadays. But it just was sort of the stream of consciousness, and just what I wanted to share with people. It says, I've had an idea for a few months and I'm finally going to go for it. Lydia, I was on a call with some friends. We'll call them the Dancing Bananas. Okay, yes, that's literally what we call ourselves. Anyway, we were chatting and someone mentioned they had joined a membership that was template based, meaning she paid someone every single month to get access to design templates from Canva. I thought, holy crap, my people need something like that. I should be the one to create it. A low-cost email marketing membership where I send out email templates once a month for people. Now you'll quickly learn I do it once a week now. Then I proceeded to do everything but that idea. And now I'm sitting here basically daring myself to do it already. Here goes. Lakeisha, today is the day I launch my email marketing membership. Name subject to change when I think of something better. Side note, I never thought of anything better. That's still the name. When you join, which you should, you're going to get, and then boom, 3-4 bullet points. One email template a week with a video breakdown, monthly what to send ideas, once a month live Q&As, and whatever I add to the membership as time goes along. And this is pretty much what the membership is today. Okay? Except I don't do the what to send your list ideas anymore, but that's because my membership told me they don't really use them. So we removed that. And I want to show you, I want to say this real quick. This is just such simple language, isn't it? When you join, which you def should, you're going to get. Y'all, it's not that complicated. Just be transparent, be honest in your writing. And, you can also be a little fun, which you def should with however many D's, right? That's in my personality to write like that. All right. And the best part, it's only $9 a month right now. I know it's worth more, and I know the marketing pros would tell me charging that low of a price is going to signal to you that it's garbage. Again, this is where my personality and my direct language comes in, which works really well when selling. To hell with that. You and I both know my stuff is not garbage. Here's why I'm going to charge $9. I've been working really hard to grow. Remember, my email list is like 800 people, and that took me over a year to get. I've been working really hard to grow and reach more people so the world knows email marketing can be simple, fun, and profitable. But really, I don't want you to just know. I want to actually help people do it. And at $9 a month, I know I can help an NSYNC fans in the 90s amount of people. I'm very 90s based if you haven't been to lizwilcox.com or noticed all the branding. Now remember, even back then, I had that big vision. I wanted a stadium full of people that I want to help. So it's not $9 because it's garbage. I'm being very honest. It's $9 because I actually want to freaking help people. Yes, of course I want money. I love to eat. Eating requires cash, but I love helping people too. I wanted this membership to be big. And so just share your goals. The point of that is share your goals. Got a little GIF here. Again, that's that personality piece. And isn't that why I sold my RV business? Help as many people crack the code for themselves so they could see the success I did and actually have fun instead of wanting to die from frustration. That's called customer research. I know my customer. I know email feels complicated. Somebody just put in the chat, I'm in your membership, but I still get confused on how long the email should be. I know email is not sexy. I know email is not fun. I know you'd rather make reels or do anything else, right? And so that's why I created this membership, and I'm putting that in the sales email, right? I'm putting that Liz knows her customer language in here. And then this is so funny. Sure, I'll probably up the price. I never did. It's been 4.5 years. Once I start having a library, but that means when you buy today, you lock in that $9 price. I'll never charge you more than that. Okay. This is another good sales strategy. You can sell at a beta price when you're launching, and you can, I had every intention of upping the price. That's why I put it there. I just never did because I realized, wow, and we can talk about this later in the Q&A if you guys want. Like, wow, the $9 price is what creates so much intrigue. So I feel like I would shoot myself in the foot if I upped the price. All right. Now, again, here's that transparent, straight talk right here. Let me move that. My goal is to have 100 people in the next 30 days. When that happens, I'll do something fun. Who knows? Give away some $500 email audits, blah, blah, blah. We'll just have to join and find out. Anyway, hope to see you in there for $9 a month. Let me know if you've got questions. I'm heading to the dentist with my kid, but I'll be on later this afternoon. Again, that's the transparency of, hey, I've got something else to do. You can ask me questions, but I'm not going to answer right away. P.S. Here's the link one more time. And honestly, I wonder if this link is still active. Let's see. Oh, awesome. Not me with the reroute. And so this goes to the sales page. So give me one sec. I'm thirsty. And so I want to show you again, or say again, this was not a template I used. This was just me. I had been emailing for a few years. I had sold a bunch of stuff. But this is really a stream of consciousness of, hey, here's a little bit of a story. Like if I was to critique this email, I would shorten the heck out of this. And I have shortened the heck out of it. It goes in my welcome sequence now. So everyone has this, everyone sees a version of this email. It's got the same subject line, but it's like 200 words. And this one's got to be at least 400. So again, I just want to show you this. This was the first email. Y'all look at my notes. I'm just a real human, y'all. These are my notes that I've been making for a week. And I went through my Sam cart. Oh, good. I'm still logged in. I went through my Sam cart. Spoiler alert, I did get the 100. So February 16th, 2021, if you can see that up here, to March 16th, we made 100 sales. So on that first email, I made 31 sales from that on the first day, 31. And then the next day, because you think not everyone opens it that first day, but for the purpose of this, I'm going to say if they opened in 48 hours, we'll count it. And so the next day I made 11 sales from that. So what is that? That's 42 sales from one email. Now that goes to, I wouldn't have made those 42 sales. Two things. Number one, if I wasn't continuously emailing, I emailed every single week. I grew my email list as best as I can, right? And then also I know my person. I had been in the game for 14 months. Before that, I did own a separate business. I knew, because I had so many friends and I was that person, I knew this was a gap of what do I send every week to my email list, right? Yes, Lakeisha is one of my very first members. Love her to death. Yesterday was her birthday, so everybody put happy birthday in the chat. And so again, I knew that my customer needed this because I was always following up with them. I was always emailing them. Y'all put guilty in the chat if you go more than a few weeks without emailing your people and then you're always feeling like you have to start over. Put guilty, okay? I didn't do that. So you can launch, and you can launch with success. And yeah, it's a little bit of manifestation, but it was also work. Manifestation doesn't come without action, right? So I was working, W-E-R-K, okay? I was working this email list. Even though you can see I had 831 people, I emailed those 831 people very often. And I knew that this was something people needed. So I'd love to hear in the chat, somebody said they have a membership. Do you have a membership idea? What is it? Put it in the chat. I might not be able to read all of them. But let's talk it out. Does it make sense? Is it the thing people need? All right. So then, and I talked about this yesterday. If you didn't watch yesterday's live, that is up for you under the live tab of my YouTube channel. So what is this? February 16th. We can kind of see this over here, right? I just highlighted it. Boo, little right here. I can move this over so you guys can see it's right on the bottom. So that was February 16th, 2021. Okay. 2 days later, let's see, February 18th, 2021. 2 days later, about 48 hours later, I sent a follow-up email. But look, I only sent this to 44 people. Does anyone know what I did here? Can you guess in the comments? Who did I send this email to? Put in the chat. Who did I send this email to? That's right. I sent the email to people who clicked the link, right? People who clicked the link. So 44 people clicked this link, but didn't buy, right? So let's say we had 42 sales. Another 44 did not buy. So I sent this email to just the people. Yes, look at that, Anna. The people that opened but didn't buy. It's the people that clicked but didn't buy. Very close. And so it says I've got 44 members, but it could be 45 with you, Anna, with you, Molly, with you, Vachel. Is that how I pronounce your name? And guess what? 45 is my lucky number. Not really, but that's pretty slick, right? I'm just leaning into the fact that this is a sales email. I'm leaning into that. I'm also leaning into the 100 goal. People want to invest when they know you are invested. I am invested in this 100 number, right? Somebody just put it, Vishal, thank you. Somebody just put, you believed in that 100 number and you worked for it. Yes. And I'm also telling people, hey, I want this number to be bigger. People want to rally around a cause, okay? If you can do this in your sales emails, if you can tell them, hey, I want to do this, they will get behind it. So let me show you what I've got in the membership just 2 days in. Again, this is a brand new thing. We're debriefing a brand new thing. And it's very important when you're doing something brand new to let people be part of the process. I'm letting them be part of the process with the number, but I'm going to show them what is in here. Now I'm going to try to play a video and you guys tell me if the audio should work. But y'all, I'm an email marketer. I'm not a YouTuber. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And so it says click below or click the GIF below to watch. Oh, look at baby Liz. She's so cute, isn't she? And so this GIF, as you can see, goes to that loom, but I want to read the rest. And then click here to sign up for just $9. Again, I'm reminding them of the price. I'm telling them just $9. This is lower than expected. For just $9 before I come to my senses and start charging 11 or worse, 19. Those were two numbers that my business coach gave me. Shout out Roberto Condelaria. I hope you get how playful I'm trying to be here. Hit me up if you've got cues. Mwah, Liz. Need to pay with PayPal? I've got you covered. Now, this legitimately just went to my PayPal link. I don't even know if this is still set up. Yeah, I'm not logged in. But that legit just went to a PayPal link because at the time, my cart, I was only like paying for one thing. I wasn't paying for PayPal. So y'all, what I want to show you there, whoops, that's the wrong one. What I want to show you there, dang it, I lost it. Anyway, what I wanted to show you there is I'm getting creative. I'm not letting, I can't really afford to also charge PayPal right now. I'm not letting that get in my way. I'm getting creative. Oh, I know I can start with a PayPal link. Okay, I have a personal PayPal account. I know how to make a pay me PayPal link. I'm just going to put that in there. No, the tech was not syncing. I was having to do things manually. That PayPal still has some people. I don't even use that PayPal anymore. It was my ex-husband's, my husband, if you will. But that PayPal still has those things manual. It's not perfect, but I made the sale. Okay. Now let's see if I can play that video and you guys let me know if the audio works. Okay. Hey, yo, I just wanted to show you email marketing membership. I'm not sure if I even sent you this video yet or a video like this. So let me go into it. Basically, I'm doing this super grassroots. I think I mentioned that. And right now it is literally just a Google Drive. And I'm adding to it. Obviously, when you join, don't share the link. You pay $9 a month. Come on. But number one, I wanted to set this up simply. Number two, I wanted to show you and everyone else that joins, like email marketing and business, like it doesn't have to be complicated. You can just set it up and go from there. So once I hit 100 members and the membership starts making actual money, then I'm going to go in and choose something. So you're at the tail end of this as far as 100 members go. So we'll probably be moving this, but this is what you get right now. So the Q&A recordings, it's March, April, May. You've got the video recording here. You've got the chat if that's relevant to you. And you've got it audio only in case you want to listen on the go. Monthly what to send. These are March emails. Like I said in the email, this is going to be relevant like to this actual month. Like if it was March 2022, I would be creating a new one. And so,
here's a subject line, happy 1 year of quarantine. This is, and I'm just showing you could screenshot this. You could steal it right now if you really wanted to. But this just goes to show you, like, if the templates aren't working for you or, don't seem relevant to the time, because sometimes I'll send something and it won't be like exactly what you need to send, then go into the ideas of the month and swipe from there. Next, you've got your email templates. We've got 4 already. We are growing. And as we grow, I'm obviously going to organize this better, set up something a little more robust where it'll be like, this is for getting engagement. This is for getting replies. This is for getting clicks. These are emails you can send out if you've had any sort of publicity, et cetera, et cetera. These are sales emails. So all that is coming, you're getting in at the ground, from the ground level. And I'm just going to share, like, let's say you did a podcast interview. This is what you would send out. So every template or every week I'm going to send this out. It's going to have an email explanation telling you what the email is, why it's important, a video walkthrough just like this, the skeleton outline, a detailed template, and 2 swipes. So you're going to get from 2 different points of view depending on what your business is. So let me show you the skeleton outline here. And this is literally like the breakdown. If you have 20-minute newsletters, you know kind of what this is about. So greeting, quick personal update, segue, The detailed template, it's kind of like a Mad Lib sort of thing.
All right. So that was just, a literal breakdown of what was going down, right? So hopefully that helps you see that it can be really, really super simple, right? Now let me turn my screen share back on. Let me move myself right there. Okay, we're back, right? So you can see here, like it's not that complicated, right? It's not, this big convoluted thing. You can just say like, hey, here's a video and show people the video. And so with that follow-up email, I made 8 sales. So we're up to 42 plus 8. We're up to 50 emails. We're halfway there in 48, 72 hours. Put like some kind of awesome emoji because that's amazing, right? Again, it goes to show you when you follow up with your email, when you're constantly growing your email list, and when you're paying attention to what your people need, you can make the sale. All right, let's go to the next email because I just realized, wow, we've been talking a long time, guys. Thanks for hanging out. So this is actually my favorite email, and it's a template inside EMM if you're not in EMM yet. Patricia, can you put the link to EMM? Please, it's $9 a month, y'all. I'm not ashamed to sell that. So let me go back up. So y'all can see this. And look, it looks like my email list is growing. I had 831 on the 16th. Now on the 23rd, I've got some new players. This is great. So quick, pick a number between 1 and 100. And then, if you pick the number, I'll give you a free 30-minute one-on-one call. Blah, 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 right? That's just a way of getting people interested, a way of getting people excited about the email. But then I start talking about my membership. Another note, last week I emailed you about how I wanted 100 people in the first 30 days. Well, now we are 52 strong. Again, I'm telling people, I didn't say I have 52 members. Y'all, please hear this tactic, okay? I did not say I now have 52 members. What did I say? What is the difference here? What's that key word? We are 52 strong. When I write my sales emails and I share key points, key details, I always say we. We are 52. Who is we? Me and you reading this email. Put we in the chat. We. Okay. I am stoked about this number. Holy cow, 52 people said yes to a brand new membership with zero launch runway is what I'm trying to say, and a couple of soft sells. An example that email marketing works, Molly, right? Now look at what I did here. This is another thing I want to show you about sales emails. Personalization, even if it's just that first name, putting it random. I've got it up at the top. I've got it about halfway down. That's because I know this is kind of like a lot of block text. Maybe they say the GIF and they scroll down, but people will stop when they see their first name and they will stop and read. Okay. That's a good little pointer. Second, I really want to stop taking on client work altogether. Remember I shared that in the setup of this launch? I told you right here on this channel, hey, this was why I was really doing it. Share with your people, be transparent, okay? When people know your why you do something, and if Belinda's still here, she'll back me up on this. When you're selling, if people can know why you're selling it, what is your bigger purpose, they can really get behind that. They will really get behind it. If they are also in alignment with your values on why you do something, they want to get behind it. Okay. I want to stop taking client work altogether by the end of 2021. Wow, I was so ambitious. This is the start of some amazing recurring revenue that allows me to work in my zone of genius. So I'm telling them I'm really good at writing emails that build know, like, trust factor. Now, what do you think my people need? They need emails that build know, like, trust factor. Now, what do I think my people are not very good at? Writing emails that build know, like, trust factor. So literally steal this email. Steal that way of writing. What are you really good at? What do your people really need that they're not so good at? That's your product, okay? Oh, I am so fired up. I am just falling way back in love with this membership if I already wasn't. And I want to give away my best stuff for a super affordable and inclusive rate, $9. And then instead of a video here, I just have a GIF, right? I make a lot of GIFs. And this one is just kind of showing people behind the scenes without having to make a video, right? Both points, blah, blah, blah. If you haven't joined yet, I'd love for you to take it for a test drive. Now, no, I'm not giving anything away for free, but at $9, I can say, give me $9, you can take it for a test drive, right? And then this is where I'm talking to the individual, the actual customer. Whether you're a course creator, curious service provider, or you own an actual brick and mortar. I just named 3 types of businesses that I think could join this membership, right? Steal that. Sign up here for $9. And whoops, I'm doing this. This is deliberate. I'm telling them what to do. I say this with so much love. And again, any copywriters here will back me up. You have to be very direct. Fluffy language does not work. I say it with love. No one is reading your emails. Even I'm reading this email to you and I've been skipping parts, haven't I? No one is reading your emails. They are skimming. When they find something of interest, they will slow down and start to read, okay? So you have to be transparent. Just sign up here for $9. Can that be any more clear? No, it cannot. Okay? And then I tell them, I'm getting them to visualize here. You'll get the first week's piece of content right away. Tomorrow, because I know it's a Tuesday and I used to send these on Wednesdays. Nowadays it's on Mondays because that makes so much more sense. Tomorrow you'll get another newsletter template. Then in 6 days, I'll send you 4 prompts for March newsletters, right? Because I know in 6 days it's March 1st, okay? If you decide it's not applicable for you, no worries. Just let me know and I won't charge you again. Again, that goes back to that test drive. I'm taking away a lot of risk here. For $9, don't you want to try it? And if you're selling something more costly, this might be where you would put a refund. If you don't like it, I'll refund you, right? If you're one of these rock stars, definitely be on the lookout for that second piece of content tomorrow. Now, you might be thinking, why would I send this email out to the people that already joined? Well, number one, I want to show them that they're in good company, that they're not the only ones that joined, because that might make them nervous because it's a new product. I want them to know that there are more than one of them that has joined. Also, remember at the top, I was doing a fun little giveaway, so I want to keep them engaged. And then, of course, I'm telling them, hey, this is what's coming up. Okay. All right, I'm going to hit send. Don't forget to hit reply and let me know your number. That's from the top. I'll email you if you won. And this is some encouragement. And this is something, again, a lot of people miss, especially during sales emails. You got to encourage people. People want to follow someone who believes in them, okay? Sending you big, brave email marketing vibes. Liz, Shahara, Nahaku, Patricia. Oh my God, today. Is that encouraging? Encourage your people. Sales or not. All right, I can't see the comment, so hopefully y'all are with me here. All right. Yes, pure gold. I'm so happy. All right, I know I'm talking a lot. So let's see. This email was sent February 23rd, my handy dandy notebook. February 23rd. You'll be surprised. Sales slowing down. I made 6 sales from this email. Okay, 6 sales from this email. But hell, 6 times 9 is 54. That's $54 I did not have. And that's $54 every single month. Okay, that's why I love the membership. That's a whole different topic. All right, so now we're up to, this lady says 52 plus 6. We're almost at 60. Okay. Now, this email, I love Eminem. Y'all, did y'all see his new documentary? I literally drove an hour and a half to see his new documentary. And then I realized it's going to be on streaming soon. But I still went to theaters. Anyway, how Eminem helps me write better emails. Yes, that guy. Nowadays, I would never in my life write a subject line that long. Okay? Never in my life write a subject line that long. But you can see I'm still growing look, 870 people. I used to have 831 just 2 to 3 weeks ago when I launched this bad boy. So I'm continuously growing my email list. That's important. And why is that important? Because y'all might be thinking, oh, she's writing too much about this membership. Won't her people get annoyed? Hello, I have 40 people that have never even heard of it because they just joined the email list. Of course, I need to keep writing about it. So I won't read this email because this email, speaking of encouragement, is all about encouragement. Okay? If you're interested in this, actually, I'll just put it in the, whoops, I didn't mean to duplicate it. No, I don't want to duplicate that. I'm going to put this in the chat so you guys can read it. I should resend this email. That's a side note. Resend your emails. This email's 4 years old. Nobody remembers this damn email. I do, though. And so this email is just encouragement, which when you're trying to get people to take action, they need to feel like you have their back. They need to feel like you are their cheerleader. They need to feel like you are the person that gives them the faith they need to keep going. So that's what this email is about. And then I just want to show you the PS. Because ain't nobody reading all this. I don't know what Liz Wilcox was thinking. And then PS. People scroll into the PS. So don't miss out on the PS. I'm 32 members away from 100 people. Would love to have you inside our first live call where you can ask me anything. I still do these live calls. They're my favorite. Is on Thursday at 1:30 Central. Not me writing in Central time. Click here to join if you've got an email question that you want me to answer for only $9. You see how I'm selling it differently? I'm not selling the templates. Right now, because we have our first live call, I'm selling the Q&A. Give people different reasons to buy. That's the moral of that story. So when was this sent? March 2nd. March 2nd. Handy dandy notebook says I sold 15. Y'all, this email ain't even about the membership. That's just the PS. 15. Now, let's note 2 things here. Number 1, I put it in the PS. PS is powerful real estate for your sales email. Number 2, I mentioned I'm 32 members away. 32, holy, right? What are those 68 people joining that I'm not joining? I'm going to go take a look. Look at this click rate. Holla freaking Luya. All right. Put a PS in the chat if you're going to use your PS the next time to sell something. All right. Moving on. All right. There's a funny GIF in this email. A transparent subject line. Imagine that. Another GIF. Imagine that. Yesterday was wild. And then I tell a little story about my landlord. I go to the dentist for the first time in 21 years. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I haven't really been back since, which this was 4 years ago. Anyway, I'm telling some stories. I'm getting people excited. And then boom, 85 members. So we're only 15 people away from my goal of 100 people. Okay. If you're one of the 85, thank you. If you're thinking about joining now, so you can brag about being one of the first. Y'all remember about 40 minutes ago when Lakeisha Mosley came in the chat and she was like, I'm one of the first. This is true. Your early adopters will stick with you. Why? Because they believe in you. Why? Because you believed in them. That last email was all about, hey, here's an example. Here's how I believe you can do what Eminem did. Okay? People, early adopters are your favorite people. Okay? And then I make this silly little GIF, which actually circulates the internet, and sometimes I see it, and I think it's so fun. Anyway, here's an email tip. Again, look at that encouragement. P.S. You're a rock star. You can see that, right? Yeah. P.S. You're a rock star. I thought you should know. Again, when you're trying to get people to rally around a cause for you, you must rally around them. I am on it today. I am just on my soapbox. All right. So let's see. That was March 9th. I made 2 sales. Okay. So momentum, I could have thought, oh God, no, nobody bought. Right now my email list is really growing. Nobody bought. People were clicking, but nobody bought. I guess I have dried up the well. I have sold all that I could sell. I am sold all that I can sell. A false, I say it with so much love. Do not give up on your own product. Do not give up on your email list. People will buy, but not when you sell. People will buy when they are ready, right? That is why it is our job to be open. Like the corner gas station, we got to be always open. That gas pump has to be always available because my sister Patricia, she's getting gas all the time. Or I'm sorry, she's never getting gas. She gets gas when it's on E. But me, Liz, I drive an 89 Bronco. I don't have a partner to come save me. I have no family in the town I live in. I'm getting gas all the time. I'm one of these 85 people. I'm already in the membership. I'm shaking, I'm grooving, I'm sending emails. But there's a Patricia on my list. She's not quite sure she needs it. She don't need to pull into the gas station yet. But I need to keep reminding her that she needs gas. Okay, that's what the corner store does. is always on the corner. Every time you drive by it, it reminds you need gas or to check if you need gas, right? That's what emails are. They're a reminder. Hey, do you need your gas yet? Okay, so don't be, please, I love you so much. Please send the emails. Don't be afraid. And if you are afraid, please do it anyway because your people need you. You did not create this product because it's garbage. You created this product because you know it's going to help people. You know it's going to better their life in some way. Okay? So please, for the love of all that is holy, sell it. There is someone out there wondering, do I need gas? And you got to put your station out in front. Whew, I am on one today. God, I just love my membership. I love my people. I love selling. I know I can help people. I want you to feel that same feeling about your product, about your service. Because when you do, you're going to go out and you're going to find your people. All right? Now, these emails, remember, I sent the first one. They're 1 week apart. These are just my weekly newsletters. These are 1 week apart. Let's keep moving. This is 1 week later. Actually, it's a week, or I'm sorry, it's a day. Yes. Thank you, Lakeisha, for bringing that energy. Okay. So I send my newsletters on Tuesdays, but I'm very, very close to my goal. So I decide again, because I'm not afraid to sell, because I know my people effing need this, and I want to hit my goal because I'm not perfectly selfless. I send this one out on Monday, the day before. All right. I launched February 16th. It's March 15th. I forgot February only has 2 days. So I'm thinking we're at 30 days, but we're not. I just messed up the math. And I'm sending this at night. It's 8:47 p.m. where I am. Lakeisha, Lydia, Lise, which means I should be in my room head on pillow, but here I am, posting last minute sales pitches on Instagram to join EMM, emailing you to ask if you're still interested. And look at this. I sent this only to people that had clicked, but not bought. Bought. Liz, the word is bought. Yeah, I sell words for a living. All right. After all, I made a goal last month to get 100 people inside. The month is up in 3 hours. It's not. I forgot February only has 28 days. But I don't know that. So I'm pushing. Ignorance is bliss. And that month is up in 3 hours. We've currently got 92 members. I'm so excited to hit this goal with you. Let's read that again. I am so excited to hit this goal with you. Again, we're doing this together. This is not a Liz Wilcox thing. This is a community thing. Here's what I'm going to do. Remind you it's only $9. Blah, blah, blah. Here's a video walkthrough. Blah, blah, blah. Number 3, tell you what's included. Blah, blah, blah. Then I mention the price again. If the price is a selling point, mention the price. If a bonus is a selling point, mention the bonus. Whatever is the most exciting thing, mention that over and over. Number 4, share it's my birthday this week. It would feel so amazing to see you inside as one of the first 100. I'm just being real, right? Just tell people, share about your life, and people will want to share their life with you. All right. Okay, that's the sales pitch. Honest, direct, no crazy FOMO, no funnel strategy that made me want to die and made you want to unsubscribe. Again, I'm talking directly to my person. I know my person. At this time in 2021, we're all kind of fed up with funnels. Funnels are changing at this time in time. And I know, I just know how people talk about them, and I'm using that language right here. Click here again, direct language. Click here to join. Let me know if you decide to join or what I can do to make this a no-brainer for you. I'm in this for the long haul. Which that wasn't that the you know what truth, because here I am 4.5 years later talking to y'all about it. Here's the link to purchase. Here's the link to buy via PayPal if you need that option. Right? Okay. Let's see. That email made me 11 sales. I only needed 8. I did it. We did it. That's so awesome. My email list came through for me, and I pray and I hope that in the last 4.5 years, I have come through for those 100 founding members and the subsequent 4,000 more. And so here I am sending the next day to the entire list. We did it. 100 members. Help me celebrate. Hooty hoo. 29 days ago. See, now I woke up and realized it hadn't been 30 days. I had an idea for a membership and sent out an email with the goal of getting 100 members in. This morning, the 100th member decided to join. Oh, y'all, I have chills on the entire left side of my body. This is so cool. It just goes to show, like, put in the work, y'all. Let me remove that photo. Put in the work, okay? It really pays off. But you cannot let fear drive your decisions. If I would have let fear drive this membership never would have lifted off the ground, okay? I never would have been able to buy this house. I never would have bought my dream car. I never would have been able to get I know this sounds so ridiculous, but I never would have been able to get my mom off 8 Mile in Detroit. 2 months after launching this membership, I had enough money to move her, I'm not joking, off 8 Mile. She lived on 8 Mile in DeQuinder. If you know anything about Warren, Michigan, you know that's a very nasty neighborhood. I would have never been able to do that without opening my mouth and using sales emails and nurturing my list. Now look at this. I'm so excited for 2 reasons. I hit this wild goal. You helped me get there. Even if you didn't buy, you being on this list gives me motivation. Okay? Tell your people you're grateful. I hope this teaches you 2 things. And today I hope this teaches you the same 2 things. Go after your ideas. You have nothing to lose. You have a lot to gain. And number 2, you can have fun, keep them simple, and make money all at the same damn time. Whew, if that ain't the truth, And then I think I, of course, pitch the membership at the bottom. Yeah. All right. So that was the launch. Let me come back to y'all. That was emotional for me. I haven't really dove into those emails in a long, long time. So I want to answer your questions. I know we're at an hour, but I've got plenty of time to answer questions. I really, really hope this was helpful. I really hope more than anything that this launch in particular, because I know, from talking to you guys, seeing you guys in the Facebook group, it's hard to start something new. And a lot of us are, we're doing the car salesman blow up thing. We're kind of lost, we're going with the wind. But I just want to show you, hopefully this launch, if you can call it a launch in particular, can show you that, anything is possible when you set a goal and you work diligently at it. I know there's a lot of people out there, including y'all. Patricia will be so happy to tell you that my ASS don't work the way I used to. But I don't have to, because I went in with intention. I don't want to take client work anymore. I want this membership. I want to help a stadium full of people do this simple, or to me, this simple thing, right? I want that for you too. Whatever it is. If you want to take clients, if you want email because you love working one-on-one. I don't like working one-on-one. I like one-to-many. I am a teacher. I have a teacher background. I have degrees in education. I know what I'm good at, and it's one-to-many. I have been trained for this. So if you like one-to-one and you want to use emails for your one-to-one and you want to sell $7,000 to $10,000 packages, I want to help you do that. Right? So I hope this helped. I want to go with some questions. I don't know what Patricia did or didn't do. I didn't tell her to write this down, but I do see a great question from Kat. This was written on the fly. Let me move myself. Every one of these emails was written moments before I hit send. Great question. How apart were these emails? I sent the first one. I sent 6 emails in 29 days. So about once a week. And then I sent a couple follow-up, right? I sent one follow-up within 48 hours of the first email. And then I sent one follow-up once we hit 100 members. So 4 emails, basically 4 emails over 4 weeks. One kind of in the middle here. And then one on the bookend. Does that make sense? Lakeisha, you so stupid. I can say that because Lakeisha's my best friend. I don't want to work either. But that's why we got to email. When you figure out email, you work a lot less. I'm just saying. How did I grow my email list? This first 800, 900 people, podcast guesting. That's still how I grow my list. Also collaborations. Let's say, when I'm done laughing at Lakeisha, I say, hey, will you share my freebie? I'll share yours. And we do an email swap in that way. Yes, I'm originally from Detroit. Well, I was born in Detroit. We lived in northern Michigan until high school. And Vishal, I actually spent the entire summer in Harrisville, which is near Alpena as well. I spend every summer there. So maybe next summer we can hang out. Great. I love now you have a strategy. That's great. What other questions do we have? Belinda, I'm so happy. Love notes to your members. I love this. I need to do more of that. Thank you so much. I try really hard. Well, it is something that's natural, but I also, try hard not to forget. Like I love my people and I owe my entire life to my membership. And so, I want to, reciprocate that. Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. I must have seen them probably almost every day. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Shauna, if you believe in your membership, keep going. Keep building your email list. When you launch something and it doesn't work, either you're not talking about it properly, you don't have the right people on your email list, or it's not the right offer. So you've got to figure that out. Is it the right offer? Am I talking to the right people? Right? So you've got to figure that out for yourself. Yay, so glad. I really went off, didn't I? I really went off. Now, of course, if you're interested in the membership, I'd love for you to try it out. It's $9. It's not part of anything in the membership, in the summit. But if you want to take a look and, that $9 test drive, it's still $9. Tell me in the chat, yes or no, have you seen any other product in the last 4.5 years that has not raised their rates, not raised their price? I mean, even a damn Coca-Cola is more than it was 4 years ago. So I'm very proud that I can keep the integrity of the price, the integrity of the product, and, pay my bills and make my customers happy. Are these emails or this email sequence in the membership? Actually, it's not. These are mine. I don't think normally I don't care about sharing, but I don't know, something about this feels really personal. but that feels silly to say. I don't know if I would put them in the membership, but maybe we'll put them in the show notes. Patricia, so we'll update this. Like I'm not going to templatize these or anything, but Patricia, we should put the links to these emails in the show notes of this live. So give us like, I exited out of all of them. So give us like 20, 30 minutes and I'll put them in the show notes just so you guys can see them. And y'all, I have a pretty loose interpretation of IP. Of course, I don't want you to launch an email marketing membership for $9 and use these exact same emails. But, please use them as inspiration as you see fit. Let's talk about this. The $9, I really do think is a magic number. It's something that, I knew it had to be under $10. And then the more people I got, the more I realized, people are so intrigued by the number that they're buying. A lot of people will email. Well, I don't know anymore. I don't check the emails as much. If you email, you'll get Patricia first. She's my sister / life manager / the admin of this amazing company. What was I talking about? Oh, but people would say like, for $9, it's got to be garbage. It can't be that good. And so I've seen emails in the past of like, I thought this wasn't going to be much, but it's really actually awesome. And somebody talked earlier about over delivering. I don't over deliver on purpose. Honestly, I'm just lazy. Like somebody just asked for these emails. I'm like, all right, fine. Just put it in the show notes. Like I'm too lazy to upsell you. I'm like, whatever, just put it in the membership. Like people will just get it. But there are some things where I'm like, no, that shouldn't go in the membership. So I don't throw everything in the membership. I try to keep it true to what it is, a membership for newsletters. There are some sales emails in the membership, but it's not a sales email membership. If I was to do something like that, it probably would cost a little more, not because I need more money, but because I would only want people who are already doing the things I'm teaching in the $9 one. I would want it to be more cost prohibitive. So I would have less cancellations of like, these emails didn't work. Well, they didn't work because you're not sending newsletters. I said this, an hour ago? You can write the best sales emails in the world, but if your email list isn't connected to you and you're not connected to it, your sales won't work. That's what I teach in the $9 one. So if I was to do a sales one, it would be a lot more expensive. That's why yesterday I talked about my launch course. That's got sales email templates in it. That's got me teaching email by email how to sell. It's got me teaching bonuses, etc. That's $500, right? But don't forget, you can get it for $75 right now when you buy the Steal These Sales Emails template packet. All right, I did see one more question. Yeah, and tomorrow, so Wendy said $9, $109, it's actually $108, is stupid crazy just for the time you get with Liz and Patricia. Yeah, Patricia will answer any question. She'll come to me if she doesn't know the answer and I'll answer it. Our inbox is basically open 24/7, and then we do the live Q&A, which is about 90 minutes, and I'll answer anything. Even if you just use the Q&A to get my personal eyeballs and attention, $9? Are you kidding me? Did you ever do a freebie opt-in to grow your email list? Yes, I have one freebie. You can go to lizwilcox.com, hit the hot pink button. I've only ever had one freebie for this business, but it is 3 things in one. It's a welcome sequence templates. It's 3 newsletter templates, which by the way are samples of the membership, and it's 52 subject lines. And I do teach email list building. Actually, if you go over when we're done here, you can go to playlists and you can click on List Building Live. Our last summit we did was List Building Live, and there's something like 24 speakers on that. With those are 5 to 10 minutes all on list building. I think that would really help you, Anna. That used to be turned off, but I think people really need it, so I turned it back on for you. Yay! Thank you for being part of the membership. I love you so much. Okay. There was like a survivor question, but if there's any, I'll answer that survivor question. Oh yeah. Okay. So I was on Survivor. I think Tammy was like, wait, what? Did anyone understand on the island what I did? So this is just in general. When I tell people I'm an email marketer, they're like, oh, I hate you, spam. But as you can see from this breakdown and yesterday's breakdown and all the sales emails we're talking about, none of this is spam. So most people don't understand what I do. But on Survivor and on other places, I tell people, I teach people, or I teach companies how to get people like you and me to open up their emails. That's kind of what I say. Yes, double down, baby. Yeah, the list building. Oh, Lakeisha's. Honestly, y'all, and this is not just because she's my bestie and she's here. I got the most amazing feedback about Lakeisha's talk in List Building Live. She had the most, like, literally, like, quantifiable, the most feedback, positive feedback. So, all right. Any more questions? Let me check my Voxer. Maybe I'm not even like looking. All right. Patricia did not send me any notes. So I don't know. Any more questions? I guess what I want to leave you with again is, go after your ideas. If you're going to launch something new, do it full force. Have fun with it. Keep things simple, and you can make money. Somebody said, do you think a lot of the emails go to spam because of the GIFs? So Patricia just sent me some questions. No, my emails don't ever go to spam. I'm kidding. I mean, maybe they do. And this is why another reason I created an email marketing membership, and I'm going to pitch it again. It's $9. Patricia put it in the chat for us. When you send at least weekly emails, the internet gods can collect data on you. Okay? They collect data on you. The more data they have, the more they can make a really good guess on whether to put you in spam or the inbox, right? So because I have a great reputation with the internet gods, that's what I call Google, Yahoo, Triton Mail, etc. When you have a good reputation, you can do things like put GIFs and pictures, and they'll still land you in the inbox. Now, Patricia's making a joke about Vimeo links. So the internet gods are getting stricter about some things. And recently we did land in spam for putting a Vimeo link, vimeo.com. It's a video host. We landed in spam for the very first time. And it was during List Building Live, our last summit? And that was honestly, it was so funny because people did not even think to go to the spam folder. They were spamming our Facebook group and our inbox saying, I'm not getting your emails. I'm not getting your emails. And because my reputation is so good that I never go into spam, that people did not even think that I would be in spam. They just thought I wasn't sending emails. So, God, I love my people so much. That's crazy. But every once in a while, you might accidentally put a link that's been marked for spam. But send consistent newsletters, you'll build up a great reputation and you can get away with a lot. Which is another pitch for EMM. Join. Or if you're already there, what are you doing? Use it. Anna, you can go to the playlist section of our YouTube channel and you'll find it. Give me 1 second and I'll show you on my phone. So you can go to, right, you're here, right? Oh gosh, what a screenshot. We're going to have to change that, Patricia. So you see like videos live, podcast playlists. You click on playlists and it's the second. This is blurry as hell, but you get what I'm saying. List Building Live, Sales Email Summit. That's today. And then List Building Live is there. And did you guys know I have a daily podcast? So definitely subscribe to the YouTube. This is us relaunching it. And yeah, so subscribe to the channel. Oh, can you guys give me a thumbs up? If you haven't given a thumbs up to the video, you're stuck around this long, thumb it up for me. That would be amazing. Subscribe to the channel. And last but certainly not least, let's go over. Let me share my screen. Here we are. Let's go over today's podcast, today's Sales Email Summit. You want to listen to Cheryl Rarick's. She's talking about using Voxer voice notes. So I just showed you using all those looms. She's using Voxer. Anne Emery was the person, like THEE, the person I wanted in this summit. She is the most corporate person that emails in the most delightful, down-to-earth way. You want to listen to hers. She's so good. It's also one of the shorter ones. Chris Maselli, he's awesome. He's going to talk about a free invite. He gives a lot of good insights. Cassette Hoover, she wrote us basically like a flash sale while driving down the road to her son's birthday party. You're going to want to watch or listen to this one. Iman Ismail is one of these email marketers that's just a freaking genius. One day I hope to hire her to build out a bigger funnel for me. A 40-word email made her $60,000. Are you kidding? Listen to that one. Beth, here on this one, we talk about the power of last-minute signups. Just like I told you in those emails, like, oh, I only made two sales on that last one. I guess the well is dry. No, ma'am. Keep selling. That's what we talk about on this one. Natalie talks about she's retiring her name, going into something else. She talks about how she turns that into a fun flash sale and makes a crap ton. And then, Kennedy was yesterday. If you haven't listened to his, go ahead and do that. Also, don't forget, steal these sales emails. Every one of these sales emails, somehow, some way, I was able to convince every speaker to give me their email and let me templatize it. I just spent an entire 90 minutes talking to you how good I am at templatizing emails, right? That's my whole membership. I've got thousands of people in there. They let me take their emails and templatize them. Can you believe it? So every email you hear about, when you get this template pack, it's $35, steal of a deal. It's going to be a plug and play collection for you. So you're going to have these 21 sales emails in the template pack for you to use. So not every single person in here reads their email out to you. They talk about it and they give details. But if you want to see these emails and you want them in template form as well, you're going to want to get this. It's $35. And then yesterday we talked about that launch course. This has an entire 10, or I think there's 10 sales emails that are templatized, and then there's another 10 that are bonuses. So you get 20 sales emails in a sequence. You can get that for $75 right now. It really is a $500 price tag. I just like doing ridiculous things. So there you go. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for hanging out. First minute, last minute works every time. You're so welcome. I hope you guys are enjoying the summit. Please, if you are, you can leave a review of the podcast for me. I asked yesterday and I don't have any yet. So I'm desperate. Leave a review, buy the bundle, listen to the things, join the membership, all the things. Whatever your flavor today, do it. I believe in you so freaking much. And I'll be here tomorrow, same time, 1 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to talk about my annual pass, which is where I sell my membership and all my other products for $108. It's my biggest seller. I can make hundreds of thousands of dollars at a time. I want to show you how I do it. And I'll see you there tomorrow. Thanks so much for hanging out. It means the world to me.